Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, man. Welcome to Beyond Classic Rock. I'm on the lazy boy today, man, and I'm getting all comfortable. I'm all tucked in. Got my sugarcane rum on the go, and I've actually got a day off. So when I have a day off, no distractions, no girlfriends, no friends knocking on your door or anything like that. I will sit in my lazy boy, suck back my sugarcane rum all day, and I will do reactions. And that's exactly what I'm going to do today. So by the end of this reaction, and probably the next couple of reactions, you'll see them in succession. You'll be able to tell how much sugarcane rum I've drank, but at the same time, you'll be able to really get a kind of like a feel of how I like to do reactions when I have no restrictions and when I have no hang-ups about going to work or anything like that. So I'm feeling no pain right now, and I want to get on to this, man. This is quite interesting. What I've got for you is a different kind of reaction. And you know what? I'm going to actually let the man explain himself better than I'm going to explain it to you. Shout out to my patron, John. John, it's been a while, man. John is one of those great guys who is around, but not really. What I mean by that is that I'll maybe hear from him once every couple of months. He'll pop in, STB, how you doing? Check this out, and then he'll disappear again. You know what I mean? John is the one who provided us the bootlegs for Led Zeppelin, for the Japan tours in 1970, and also for New York. Right? So, John, go back a couple of months and you're going to see those links that you provided for everybody, man. So, John says, STB, I hope this finds you well. I have a quad suggestion that will be a bit different than anything you've done before. Since last fall, I've become quite a fan of a young girl drummer from Japan, Yoyoka Soma, and I would like to suggest a quad featuring her. Here's some of her amazing biography. Born October 12, 2009, she started playing drums at the age of 1.5, played live at 4, and formed her family band, Kanai Yoyoka, at 5. Apologies ahead of time if my pronunciation is off. I'm really bad with that. At age 11, she was listed on Drummers World Top 500 Drummers in History, the youngest ever. This page has a good bio of her. And you know, I think I'm going to skip the bio reading of Yoyoka because John had written me so much information. I think I'm just going to stick with the content of what John's provided us. In 2018, at the age of 8, she became the youngest weekly champion in the under 18 category of the International Female Drummer Contest, Hit Like a Girl. Her application video, a cover of Led Zeppelin's Good Times, Bad Times, was featured on NBC, NPR, in Rolling Stone magazine, and in Billboard, and then spread all over the world. Her favorite drummer is a fellow of whom you may have heard, John Henry Bonham. Other favorites include Chris Coleman, Nate Smith, Chad Smith, and David Grohl. Alright, I wonder if Nate and Chad are brothers. Should you decide to do a quad of her and post it on YouTube, I'm quite sure the Yoyoka tribe will watch it. More than likely, she'll thank you for the posting. She usually does. Also, please try to avoid comments such as, for someone this young, or for a girl, etc. We're way past that with her. She can play anything and channel any drummer. As her inclusion on Drummer World's list suggests, she's already being compared to the all-time greats. We think of our Yoyoka as simply a great drummer, period. No qualifiers are needed. John, you've got me at a disadvantage because you've been very exposed to it. This is my first time, so I might let that slip. And remember, I've been drinking sugarcane rum, but I'll do my best for you. I'd like to suggest that before doing the quad, please watch Robert Plant's reaction to her. I would consider this as a sort of prereq to the quad. It's listed on Drummer World page and also here. Okay, here's the link. Plant watches her at first rather amusingly, but then at 20 seconds, she hits the triplets on the bass drum. She is as fast as John Bonham, if not faster, and that's when Plant says, "Whoa, that bass triplet is one of the hardest parts of the song, and obviously what Plant was waiting to see if she got right." She nailed it, and after that, Robert was 100% drawn in. It was an awesome and tremendously significant moment. Also at the end of her songs, Yoyoka always waves. In your reactions, please do not cut that off. In fact, lots of us always wave back. John, you make me feel like I'm back in the forces, just getting my briefing before a mission. All right, man, I get you. This is your enthusiasm speaking. This is your adoration for this person speaking. So I hear you. You take this stuff seriously, as do I, and I hope to represent you well. So what we're going to do, man, we've got Robert Plant doing an initial reaction, and then we're going to check out Yoyoka doing Deep Purple Burn, and it's Ian Pace's reaction to her. Followed by that, we'll check her out doing Rush YYZ. And then after that, we'll check her out doing Ozzy Osbourne Over the Mountain. It's funny, I just finished an Ozzy reaction, Bark at the Moon album, so I'm very, very primed and prepped to really appreciate this even more. And then finally, we'll do Dazed and Confused, Led Zeppelin. We'll see what she does with that. Wow. Yoyoka, I'm telling you right now, I have been studying Led Zeppelin like a science for the last 2 years. And if you nail 2 certain drum licks in this song, I'm going to put you up there on the high echelons of talent on loan from godness, right? All the Led Zeppelin fans know those 2 drum parts I'm talking about. I'm not going to share it. I'm just going to wait and see if you hit that. If you hit that, then you're going to know. I'll let you know. All right, so let's start with Yoyoka covering Good Times, Bad Times, and this is Robert Plant's reaction. It's a long intro, isn't it? It's probably my longest intro yet. All right. Yoyoka doing Good Times, Bad Times, and Robert Plant's reaction. Let's get it.
Right, so fantastic. Saw this the other day.
You seen it?
Yeah. Listen to that.
Yeah. There's a kick drum there. She really has it down too, hey?
Yeah. Whoa.
It should just hit.
Can you believe she can play like that? What do you think it was that made? I mean, she's really nailing some really complicated music there. Hey,
Yeah,
that's not easy to do.
No.
No.
And the thing is, it's like falling off a log for her.
Yeah.
It's really appropriate to have the camera on her foot.
I love when you can see her smile at the music that she's playing.
Yeah.
You know?
That's great, isn't it? Really? Well, I know where she can get a good job. She'd have to bring some sort of teachers with her and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like her mom and dad.
Yeah.
That's amazing, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
What would John Bonham think? Or his son? I'd love to see Jason's reaction.
But what does it say to you that she's 8 years old in Japan and in the sense of joy over her face You can't fake that kind of thing. You know, she still loves Led Zeppelin. She still loves.
But that's a
your
technically
music.
really
Oh, yeah.
difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
It is. The force is strong in this one.
Yeah. What do you think Bonzo would say? What would John Bonham say if he saw that?
I think he'd be amazed. I think he'd be so chuffed. It's great.
I think he'd also say that's really hard to do.
That's incredibly hard. That's harder to do than Rubber Band, for sure, yeah.
Wow.
Are you the guys on the beach who hate everything?
That was excellent. That was excellent. You know what? John, a couple of weeks ago, I did this kind of like a documentary thing. And it was talking about Jimmy Page specifically, and how he was really seeking for his, you've heard that term, follow your bliss. Follow your bliss, because when you follow your bliss, the world will open up to you. You will find the right ingredients in order to accomplish your desire, your goal, your dream. In Jimmy's case, bringing some excellent forces together to form Led Zeppelin. And he was following his bliss at a very, very young age. I believe it started when he moved into a new home and there was a guitar left behind by the previous residents. And immediately he was plugged in. Unbeknownst to him, right at that moment, he was following his bliss. And look at what it evolved into. This child is following her bliss. Wait and see what that evolves into. Fantastic. All right, man. So, what I'm going to do here is John had written me a tremendous amount of information to the point where it won't be necessary to do any kind of Wikipedia stuff. So what I'll do in between the reactions, I will read some more information about Yoyoka, and then I'll go from there. So it's backwards. Normally I would do the reaction and then I'd read some bio info. But in this case, I'll read some bio info first given to us by John, and then we'll hit up the reaction. Okay? It makes more sense to do it like that. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do Deep Purple, Burn. And so this is some information provided by John. John says, this is Ian Pace's reaction to her. Other reactors have reacted to this reaction, and I think it would be a great one to which you could react. Also, Ian has reached out to her to do a project, but I don't know when it'll happen. In his reaction, Ian reads a bit of her fact sheet, but the same week his reaction came out. It was the week the new Drummer World Top 500 list came out, or I'm sure he would have mentioned it. He did not. That is, she's sponsored by Pearl Drums, and so is he. He's been using Pearl Drums since '82. If you would rather not cover Ian's reaction, this is the actual video of her Burn cover. No, let's do Ian's reaction. She's done a cover of Deep Purple's Speed King, which might actually be even better than Burn. Wow. Both are phenomenal. Okay, well, let's do Speed King another time, and I didn't get a link provided for that. So we'll stick with Burn, man. Absolutely. And yeah, let's do that now. And it's long. It's almost 11 minutes. I got an eyelash stuck in my damn eye. Okay. Do I have it? Yeah, there we go. All right. No, I don't have it. Hang on a sec. I don't want you guys to watch me picking at my damn eye. Hang on. Okay. Back. So, let's hit this up, man. Ian Pace, Deep Purple, Yoyoka, Burn Reaction. Let's get it. There's the legend himself.
She hits harder than I do. Great stuff. Great hand speed. Yes, yes.
I like how she wiped the sweat off of her brow without missing a beat.
Great stuff.
I toast your sparkle.
Best thing is she's having fun.
Excellent.
I've seen many guys in cover bands trying to do this song 3-4 times her age, and they you can't do it.
Remarkable. Follow your bliss.
You've nailed it. Yeah, she got that bit right too. Well, almost right. Now it's right.
I didn't even catch it. I'm talking too loud, aren't I?
People realize how much effort that takes for somebody that young. It's amazing.
She's got the power though. She brings the thunder. Shout out to John Lord and his excellent organ.
I should probably playing it like the record, but there's a couple of little fills you could play there inside the rhythm. be like a lazy waltz in it. Da 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 da. This is the bit I usually get wrong.
It's great to have the inside knowledge from Ian. Different spots in the song.
Good stuff, yeah.
She nailed what he got wrong. Excellent. Yeah, excellent. Good timing, good pacing.
Superb. Superb. That cheeky little face.
Oh,
I
that's
like
a wave.
it. Wow, that's something. Yeah. You clever wee thing, you. Wow. You see something like that, it makes you smile. It just makes you happy. It's what it's all about. There's a young person there, found something that she loves, and she's just gone for it 100% and got it really, really 99% right. And that's more than I get it when I play the damn thing. I'd never heard of her. Just so many of you wrote in and say I should check it out. Thank you. This young lady is special. I'm having to look down because the name's so new to me, it's hard for me to remember. Yoyoka Soma. Fabulous. 11 years old. Don't be ridiculous. She's got to be 35, surely. She's great. As I said when I was watching it, there's a lot of muscle power goes into playing that tune.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Especially with the with the volume she's playing it. She's going to be a very strong young lady when she's a little older. She's a frightening player already. She has amazing hand speed. She has incredible independence, bringing her feet to play with some of those fills. I understand now why you will tell me about her. Thank you again. I could be really picky, but the things that I'm thinking about are the things that I've changed over the years whenever I get a chance to play, which isn't very often. But when I do, obviously, you know, I've been around a lot longer than her 9 years. So once you make a record, or a new piece of music, sometimes you really haven't found all the little bits in it. But once you've agreed the master, you have to live with that. But over the course of a few years, a few hundred times playing it, you find more things that you wish you'd done on the recording. So when I'm thinking of these things that she didn't play, it's not her fault, it's my fault, because I'm thinking of what I would have done or what I would do now. But that was fabulous. She was fabulous. I hope one day I can meet her and tell her how fabulous she is.
Cheers to that.
Thanks again for wising me up to her. And already her little fact sheet is amazing. Endorsed by Pearl Drums at 11 years old. Man, at 11 years old, I was still making drums out of biscuit tins, making drum heads by stretching sellotape across.
He was still following his bliss.
And I didn't really start drumming till I was 15. What an advantage to have to start that young. Fabulous. And she's even done NAMM, you know. I've been asked to do NAMM. I won't do it for many reasons, just because it's so loud, so much going on. But to do it at that age, that's incredible. and you see the people she's played with,
Nam is the
and the
drum
people
solo.
who've
I
seen her
believe.
and recognise that talent that's there. Great stuff. Thank you. If you see somebody else you think I should know about, let me know. It's a little bit humbling when you think some of the things that I've been involved with in either the creation of the music or the drum parts affect people that they want to do their little bit of it, their version of it. It's a very nice, satisfying feeling. So all you guys, girls out
Very
there
complimentary.
having a whack at my stuff, thank you very much. Maybe we'll do another one of these soon. Okay, bye.
Excellent. Ian Pace, one of my favorite rock drummers. He's got a very, very interesting story. I did an Ian Pace birthday tribute, and in covering his story, there was a radio interview, and he was talking about how he first got adopted by Deep Purple to become their new drummer. The existing drummer was just okay, but where Richie wanted to take Deep Purple, they required a drummer that was just simply phenomenal. And so what they did was they snuck Ian through the back door, used that guy's drum kit to cut, I guess, maybe an audition or something like that, and then snuck him back out. And that's how he became the new Deep Purple drummer. Simply put, they needed Ian to go where they needed to be, what Richie was aspiring to. And so that's just one of those things. But the way Ian was explaining it, it was really, really funny. And I remember him saying, was it the kindest thing to do? Definitely not. Was it the right thing to do? Absolutely. Following his bliss. But yeah, man, great gentleman. I think that he's one of the best. And it must feel really nice for Ian to have someone, new generations, discovering classic rock, discovering Deep Purple, recognizing him specifically for his contributions to the genre specific of classic rock. You know, it's fantastic. It must be really, really excellent. All right, man. So we're gonna go on to Rush, YYZ. But before that, let's read just a few more stats on Yoyoka's abilities and her accomplishments. And John says, at the age of 8, she became the youngest drummer ever to sign an endorsement contract with drum makers Pearl and Vic Firth, and has since then also signed with Zildjian Cymbals, Simpad, Remo Drumheads, and DW Drums. She uses their foot pedals. She has made 2 appearances on the Ellen DeGeneres Show in LA in January and May of 2019, where she was praised by David Grohl from the Foo Fighters, and later had a successful live house at the legendary Whiskey A Go-Go. The Whiskey A Go-Go. I think it's Finesse Muse. He sent me a link for the Whiskey A Go-Go documentary. I have to get to that. That's going to be coming up soon. In April 2019, she was selected as one of Newsweek's magazine's 100 Japanese people respected by the world, the youngest in history. Pearl showcased her talent in the 2020 NAMM show in Anaheim, the world's largest musical instruments trade show, the youngest drummer ever. All right. And Yoyoka at age 10. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be going on towards doing Ozzy's Over the Mountain. This was at age 10. So let's just focus on her YYZ cover of Rush. I wonder if Neil got to see this before he passed. All right. Yoyoka doing YYZ. Let's get it. And a wave. I love the wave with the trees. Excellent. Oh, John said, don't cut it off until the wave is over. All right. YYZ by Rush. It's funny how sometimes the grouping of my reactions that I do seem to really segue and coincide very well with other things. What I mean by this is, right after this reaction, I'm still going to be sitting here, sucking back my sugarcane rum, and I'm going to be going into a Rush documentary. I'm going to be focused a little bit more on Alex Lifeson. My previous rock profiles featured Geddy Lee. This particular one is going to be focused a little bit more on Alex Lifeson. And of course, previously to that, I've already done a tribute to Neil Peart. So that kind of rounds out my desire to do some Rush stuff. This one, I'm going to particularly focus on Alex Lifeson. He's one of my favorite guitarists, one of the hallowed five that seems to talk to you through the playing of that guitar. I had a girlfriend, and whenever we got into her car, there was a tape that she had, and she would always pop that tape in, and immediately Rush would start up. And it's one of the first exposures to the playing of Alex Lifeson, and of course Neil Peart. And man, I tell you, that impression has always kind of given me a great appreciation for Rush and the excellent guitar playing of Alex Lifeson, especially when Working Man strikes up. You know what I'm talking about. So, fantastic. Yoyoko, you did a great job, man. Fantastic job here on YYZ. And I'm sure that so many drummers use this particular track to work themselves through their paces, to keep their playing sharp, to keep their timing and everything on point. I bet you. So, let's do a little bit more read on Yoyoka's accomplishments and abilities, and then we're going to go right into Ozzy Osbourne's Over the Mountain. So, John says, her drumming prowess has been praised by music legends such as Robert Plant, Ian Pace, Roger Taylor, Chad Smith, Sheryl Crow, Gene Simmons, and Eric Singer. Kim Gordon, Haley Williams, Sass Jordan, Tony Ruster Jr., Brad Wilk, and Derek McKenzie. Although she's learning to read music, she still plays by ear. She will listen to a song about 3 or 4 times and then practice it for a few hours, and that's it. Her dad sets up the cameras and they do a single take. She'll add her own signature to songs, such as the added ghost notes in her cover of Rush YYZ. They don't do several takes and edits in or edit in or out mistakes, as apparently other YouTube drummers would. They do a single take and that's it. Something else that has gained her a lot of respect from the professional drummers and drum teachers who have commented on her playing. Yeah, that's really powerful, because what you're doing is that your audience is growing with you. They see your mistakes, they see your corrections, and they also feel enriched because they're taking that walk with you. Really good call. All right, man. So let's hit this up. This is Yoyoka doing Ozzy Osbourne, Over the Mountain. Some of you are going to have to let me know, who is Ozzy's drummer during the period of this time? This is from, is it Diary of a Madman? Who is his drummer at that point? Let me know. All right. Yoyoka doing Over the Mountain, Ozzy Osbourne. Let's get it. Oh, and she's got some friends with her. Yeah, it says Yoyoka and friends. Okay. This is a great Ozzy tune. Excellent. Shout out to the great Randy Rhoads. That wave is infectious. Excellent. And she waves with one of the sticks, or the trees, as Bonham used to call them. Hey, fantastic. Fantastic. Great musicians. And how awesome is it that she can jam and cover with actual musicians, you know what I mean? I'm sure that there's a little bit more of an extra, I don't know, pressure, more butterflies, or whatever the case may be there, you know. Really fantastic, man. Great musicians, those three guys as well, covering an excellent Ozzy song, one that I forgot about. I'm gonna have to do that Diary of a Madman album at some point. All right, yeah, so let's do just a little bit more. Just another paragraph here from John, and then we'll hit up Dazed and Confused. So John says, you may notice on her custom Pearl drum kit, on the bass drum, she did a sketch of a little rabbit with drumsticks that Pearl put on the kit. I've seen it commented that she is our little rabbit that roars like a lion, unquote. She can play softly, is the queen of the pocket, or she can go into total Godzilla mode and melt your face. Just watch the burn cover below. Yes, and this was the burn that we saw. Immediately afterwards, she'll go back to being a goofy girl. She's very, very smart though. The force is strong with this one. Excellent. Right on, John. Thank you, man. So, with that said, let us hit up Dazed and Confused. Let me tell you something. Where it comes to the inclusion of the drum kit on a song, this one, for me, is hallowed ground. So, Yoyoka, if you hit those 2 drum signatures in this song, like I said before at the top of this reaction, and you hit those and you nail those, I will forever place you on the same plateau as all of the greats. So, Dazed and Confused, covered by Yoyoka. Let's get it. And a wave. Let's crank this up, man.
Been dazed and confused for so long, it's not true. Wanted a woman, never bargained for you. Lots of people talking, few of them know. Soul of a woman was created below. You hurt and abused, telling all of your lies.
that's two. Fantastic. Some serious authority on the last one there. And the wave. Love the wave. Fantastic, man. Hey. What an excellent talent. And you hit those two key drum, what would I call them? Spots, I guess. Fantastic. What are they? Well, actually, there were three. There was a part once it speeds up, and you get about 3/4 of the way into it, just before that break, where John is just pounding the hell out of those skins, and you feel like the skins are just about to break or something. She nailed that part, man, from the very, very beginning when it sped up. That was one. And then in the break, I don't know what the hell you would call that. Would that be, I don't know if that's a triple or whatever it is, but you know what I'm talking about, Led Zeppelin fans. And those other two parts, it was actually three, but the first one after that break is what I was really looking for. Nailed it. Fantastic, man. Yeah. Follow your bliss. You see what happens when you follow your bliss, y'all? And another thing too, how great is it where we, when I say we, I'm talking about rock and roll fans, this great genre body of music. We are making pains and efforts to not allow it to be forgotten, not letting it die, trying to reintroduce it and pass it along to our successive generations or our contemporaries that are not as aware, like myself, being raised on a different genre and all that stuff. I've always had an awareness and an appreciation and respect for it, respect for its size, respect for the fans of it who are so dedicated to it. They've embraced it as part of their pedigree. It's part of their essence and their soul. That's why when I do reactions, I do my very, very best to represent, because it isn't just a matter of me turning on some music, bobbing my damn head and saying, that was dope, see you in my next reaction. No, this is representing a body specific of people. And it's wonderful to see someone coming up and appreciating it after you, isn't it? You got to pass it on, just like a really fantastic family business that you've built with pride. You pass it on so that it can continue. It's the same thing with classic rock. And I'm really, really glad that you chose the platform of classic rock specifically. Maybe you've covered other genres here, Yoyoka, I'm not sure, but it's great that with what I'm doing, it works very well. I'm doing classic rock specifically. I've got two channels. This platform is the Beyond Classic Rock platform, but I'm also going to put this on my classic rock platform. And fingers crossed with me that it'll be allowed onto YouTube, I hope. Failing that, a lot of people already know I've got two other platforms. My public Patreon page, you can go there, and also my Vimeo page. So YouTube is very particular, so if this gets blocked, you know where to go to get the full reaction, in full, not broken up in parts. Sometimes I'm forced to break things up where it comes to YouTube, just so you guys know what the method to my madness is, where it comes to trying to get these to you. Yeah, man, fantastic. This would do any classic rock fan proud. This would certainly do the rock icons that you're covering. Very, very proud. You represent them very well, Yoyoka, and I'm sure that your family is very proud of you. So, man, that concludes our look at a very, very special person. And I think, of course, without saying, that you've got a great, great future ahead of you. I'm not sure how old you are now. I believe John mentioned that maybe you're 18 at this moment. I could be wrong. Let me know what your current age is. But all the same, you've got a great, bright future ahead of you. Keep following your bliss, all right? That's all I've got to say. When you follow your bliss, the world will open up to you. You will attract the right things and the right people to help you along to achieve your goal and your success. Remember that. I'm sure you already know that. All right, man. Thank you very much for joining me, all. I appreciate it. What I got coming up on both my platforms, on my Beyond platform, I've got, I believe it's a Radiohead and Tool coming up. And then on my classic rock platform, funny enough, you know, with John and with Yoyoka's covering some Zeppelin stuff, I've got some Zeppelin stuff coming up. Led Zeppelin 4 full album reaction. I'm doing that. And then I've got a couple of bootlegs that I'm still going to get to. And again, John, thank you for those bootlegs that you sent to me, the one in Japan and the one in New York. I've done both of them, so check it out. You got to go back by about 2.5 months. As well, too, on the classic rock platform, especially with seeing Ian Pace, I have to go back and finish my Unholy Trinity cover. I've got to go back. I've got some Black Sabbath to finish, and I've got some Deep Purple to finish. So it's definitely given me a little incentive to get back onto that. So I will be taking that back up very, very soon. Anyways, y'all, that's my update going forward. Take a look at coming up, my next reaction being on the classic rock platform. It's going to be a Rush documentary featuring and focusing on the great Alex Lifeson. I'm really stoked about that, so check that out. Have a good one. Take care. Yoyoka, God bless you, and I know that you're going to be very successful in the future. All right, y'all. Peace out.